Al-Mubarrad says the leading figure in the Basran grammatical tradition claimed that Arabs used to take pride in their brown and black complexion, and they had a distaste for a white and fair complexion, and they used to say that such was the complexion of the non-Arabs. This information comes from the BBC, entitled Flower Men of Saudi Arabia. It says today, mostly concentrated in the southern Arabian Peninsula, Khatanis are said to be the oldest social formations in the area, claiming to be the descendants of Ishmael, son of Abraham, of the Hebrew Bible. Their floral nickname comes from the fact that many Khatani men traditionally crown their heads with the intricate ornaments of herbs, flowers, and grasses. You can see by this picture that they were very dark. They had woolly hair, just like ours. So it says modern dark-skinned descendants of ancient Arabians like the Kara and Mara of Oman told colonial observers they originated in Africa. So this quote from Bertram Thomas, a historian and former Prime Minister of Muscat and Oman, reported in his work that Arabs, the original of Arabia, were not the familiar Arabs of our time, but a very much darker people. A proto-Negroid belt of mankind stretched across the ancient world from Africa to Malaya. This belt gave rise to the Hamitic peoples of Africa, to the Dravidian peoples of India, and to an intermediate dark people inhabiting the Arabian Peninsula. In the course of time, two big migrations of fair-skinned peoples came from the north to break through and transform the dark belt of man beyond India and to drive a wedge between India and Africa. The more virile invaders overcame the dark-skinned peoples, absorbing most of them, driving others southwards. The cultural condition of the newcomers is unknown. Of course they know. It says, it is unlikely that they were more than wild hordes of adventurous hunters. Well, let's see who they were. This quote comes from anatomist Grafton Smith. He says there is a considerable mass of evidence to show that there was a very close resemblance between the Proto-Egyptians and the Arabs before either became intermingled with Armenoid racial elements. So he's saying the Egyptians and the Arabs became mixed with folks from Armenia. This is an example of those with Armenoid racial elements. This is the image of Arabs that we're presented with today. So it says that they are commonly found in mountain regions of Asia Minor, especially Armenia and Anatolia, speaking of Turkey. Was found in ancient Sumerians, Babylonians, Hittites, and Cypriots around 4000 BC. It goes on to say the main variety of this phenotype is found in Lebanon and North Iran to Armenia. And also, Armenoids contributed to several intermediate varieties in Europe, India, and the Middle East.